Level Access offers the ability to give a user access to more information than just their own personal information, while also allowing certain restrictions to be put in place. Assigning an employee supervisor level access is something that an administrator is able to do on their end. There are many different combinations of settings that can be applied to each supervisor, and these settings are selected between two screens, the user profile screen and the supervisor permissions screen. This video will walk you through what each of the settings on the user profile screen does. Be sure to continue on to the supervisor permissions video to view the options available on that screen. The first step to creating a supervisor is to create or edit their user profile. If the supervisor is a brand new user, you can create their entire profile for them manually, or have them complete the employee self-service registration and then convert their profile to a supervisor profile. If the supervisor already has an employee account created, you simply need to convert that profile to a supervisor profile. To manually create a profile for the supervisor, follow the directions in the Registering an Employee for ESS video, but choose Supervisor in the User Type field. Then, complete the bottom portion of the user profile page using this video for instruction. Be sure to use the Assigned Employee drop-down to choose which employee's personal information this login should be tied to. You will want to select the supervisor's own name here. If the supervisor's name is not available in this dropdown, this means they already have an account created and you'll just need to convert that to a supervisor profile. To convert an employee to a supervisor, select the employee account in the user dropdown. Then, change the user type to supervisor. The application settings section is where you will grant or restrict access to features in Dominion for this supervisor. First, you'll want to choose if this supervisor oversees hourly, salary, or all employee types. This is a general setting that allows you to assign entire departments to a supervisor while restricting access to the hourly or salary employees in that department. View rates will allow your supervisor to view rates of employees assigned to them. The ESS View Only option will allow the supervisor to view the employee information, but will not allow them to make edits to this information. The Security Settings button will require the supervisor to use the established system and company security settings in regards to their password and two-factor authentication. Dominion recommends this option be turned on for all users. The Employee Self-Service button should not be selected for supervisors. This setting is typically only used for company administrator setup and is used to block an administrator from accessing the company, payroll, and time and attendance screens. Supervisors do not have access to company or payroll screens, even if this option is left off. The Block Payroll Access button will block your supervisor from accessing the employee screens. Again, supervisors will never have access to the payroll screens, so only turn this option on if they should not have access to the employee tab. The Applicant Tracking Admin option will allow you to grant full applicant tracking access to a supervisor. This allows the supervisor to assist in the hiring process of applicants while not increasing their access level in other areas of the software. The Block HR option will block the supervisor from accessing the HR features within Dominion. This includes the employee notes, attachments, HR fields, dependents, emergency contacts, events, attendance points, and OSHA records. Employee access only should be selected for supervisors who will be adding and editing employee data only. If on, you will want to leave all other access level options turned off. The supervisor will only be able to access profile, employee, and performance. The time and attendance button will allow the supervisor to view the time and attendance data for their assigned employees. The time clock app only is used to create a login profile for the iPad time clock app. Do not use this option when setting up a typical supervisor. Once you have all settings on this screen selected as needed, save. You may need to add a new password in order to save the settings for your supervisor. After saving, you'll want to be sure to continue on to the Supervisor Permissions screen to complete the supervisor's setup. Look for another video titled Setting Up Supervisor Permissions to get a detailed tour of this page.